And I shall jump in over here. Hey!
Oh, yes.
Hi.
Hello.
It's great to be here in Barnet. I feel like suddenly I'm on a TV show doing a little interview. But yeah, just remind us of who you are, where you're from, and how long you've been serving.
Okay.
Go.
I'm Diego, from Colombia, and I've been serving here in Christ Church Barnet for 11 months, a year. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm Lucia. I'm also from Colombia, and I've also been here in Christ Church Barnet for 11 months.
Awesome. Yeah. So can you just talk us through a little bit about how has this experience of being on Stride in the UK been different to what you expected when you arrived? So what things have surprised you or been different to what you thought they were going to be?
I think it has surprised me just how generous and loving people are here at the church. I think also the whole dynamic of organization, of like time and boundaries and limits, and like everything is super organized, even like the smallest details. That is something that I wasn't used to. I think those are the main things that have surprised me.
Yeah, for me, like in a general perspective, I didn't expect to grow as much. I was thinking more of giving and serving and like just taking what I got from Colombia to the UK. But here I've been able to grow and learn from the people in the church, from basically everyone. And also like the culture changes and stuff also makes you grow in your character. So that has been really good, yeah.
Okay. So you're talking about having grown. Can you share with us any specific ways that you've grown in this year, things you've learned about God or yourself?
Yes. I think my confidence, it's the thing that I've grown the most. Mostly like leading, like having authority, and like not being afraid of showing that and using that. I think the Lord has been really good with me, giving me that position of leadership, and I've been able to know how I develop in that area, and also to not be afraid of like doing it. Yeah.
That's awesome. What about you, Lucia?
I think for me will be in my identity. I feel like I've seen a God that sees me, even when I don't, come into a new country and having to know how to spend time by yourself, but also surrounded by a lot of people. So those changes of being at church on Sunday with everyone and the kids and like around you, and a lot of, by then in Sunday evening or every other day being like, oh, what am I doing with my free time by myself, and enjoying that. And I feel like I've known a God and have grown into trust a God that sees me. And I feel like, my identity has been like a thing for sure that I've grown into here, and just God like confirming and reassuring things in me while being here. So,
That's cool. So what about like UK culture has been interesting or has surprised you or you've really enjoyed?
I think I'm surprised of how they manage things, how they think ahead. I'm not used to it. I'm still not used to it. I still struggle. Even
it takes some time.
Even with friends, like normal things, like let's hang out. It's like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm tired. It's like they are really telling the truth, but it's like something that you can, like me as a Colombian, it could be like, I'm tired, but I can go, I can do it. But they really prioritize their rest, their time. They are really conscious of how they feel, and they want to make the most of it and have like a good revenue out of the things they do.
Yeah.
So it's been challenging a bit.
Yeah, those
to-
kind of personal boundaries
Yeah.
about how they spend their time and needing that space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it has surprised me. I'm gonna say like the humor of people.
Yeah.
It's been a fun thing to like discover. What else has surprised me? I think same as Diego. Like social life looks so different than in Colombia. And I'm gonna say the food. I will never get like not surprised by the food because you like you don't know what to expect. And then it's been.
Have you enjoyed the food?
I've enjoyed like everyone here is a baker.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, I just made a cake, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
And it's like the most delicious cake you have like ever eaten.
Brilliant.
It's true.
So it's like it's been really surprising in like that area. Other stuff I won't say because it hasn't been that nice. But I
What's
feel
been
like
your worst food that you've had? Go on.
I'm gonna say there was this like gammon. Is it called gammon?
Yeah, gammon.
With
steak.
pineapple?
Yes. I literally had that for dinner last
No.
night.
I just
Brilliant.
didn't like the Sharon. Like I don't. Yeah.
I had it, yeah. Gammon
Sorry.
pineapple, it's a thing, people.
Sorry, I don't like it.
No, that's alright, that's cool.
And I do like pineapple and pizza and stuff, but
Oh,
just not gammon.
controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And have you tried food from like all around the world? Because like
it's been
we
great.
actually have
That's so
British food is so global.
Yeah. That's so beautiful. I love that how like multicultural and intercultural it is. It's been great.
Yeah, I don't struggle with food. I just eat whatever I have. I don't like black pudding.
I don't think many people do.
yeah.
You're okay.
But we also have that in Colombia, and I still don't like it.
No.
It's just But everything else is
Yeah.
good. It's all right. I do miss Colombian food. Like
Yeah.
like I want to have a tamal tolimense so bad.
Okay.
But it's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's for a time.
Yeah.
It's all right. You're okay. So, we've been sort of laughing and giggling. So, can you share any moments that have been really special, that have made you laugh or smile? Some of your best moments from your time?
I'm gonna start by saying we did a salsa night, a Colombian salsa night, and a Colombian brunch to fundraise money for a mission trip that we did to Sweden. And I think just both of those events were really joyful.
Yeah.
And it was really nice to bring some of our culture here and see how people appreciated it. Because sometimes I'm gonna say that you can feel unappreciated by your culture because people don't like get it or have this like mindset of what your culture is.
Yeah.
So seeing them being so open to be part of it, it was really fun. Everyone had lots of fun, and I feel like it's a core memory for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what's important about doing things like Stride, is that it's a two-way thing. It's you're here to serve, but also to learn and grow in this culture, but you're also bringing something, and you're bringing something that's really valuable. And I think God uses that to like open up people's hearts, people's minds.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting that was a really joyful
it's really
moment for
good.
you. That's cool.
Yes, I'm gonna say that, and maybe I don't remember what specific Sunday, but because I do kids work, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Like even the days that are really hard, I still manage to like think about something that a kid say, or just the kids like hugging you, and finally getting like after a few months, finally like engaging with them, and when they're like able to trust you, and when I finally got to learn their names. That was a really good experience and a really good memory. So
You really feel like you've settled then. There's those moments of feeling, I belong here.
Yes.
Yeah, I think for me, there are a few moments that I have in my mind with the youth. Comments that they just throw in the air of how they kind of get an idea, but they don't really got the idea, and they just switch things. like about, I don't know, talking about Jesus as the savior, and then they just changing all of the story because they were distracted.
Yeah.
That's always funny, but you have to like be serious at that time and be like, no, let's go back again. But also like reassurance from them, like from the youth, even the younger youth, the older youth. You don't usually feel that they are engaging with you, but then they come to you and they say, like, some people have come to me and said, like, you know what, you look like a superstar. And I'm like, what? Why? I don't know, you're just so cool. And that's so nice from them, because you know it's genuine.
Yeah.
And it always brings a smile. Or like when you bond with someone, like again, a youth, and they just follow you around. Or if you are sitting by yourself, they come and sit next to you, and they want to talk to you, and they want to learn from you.
Yeah.
That's always so refreshing, so nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's about those relationships that you've built here. How key do you think it has been for you to have those like relationships in the church? Obviously we've got Pipe and Abby working here, so that was a good start. Has that been helpful? And then how have you found building relationships within the church?
I think this church specifically has been really open to us. And like when we first got here, people were just inviting us for dinner and wanting to know who we are and what we do. So they were always like a welcoming community. And also like engaging in conversations, like serious conversations with people, or deep conversations, and having a relationship. It has been easier in some ways, like in my case, than in Colombia, because also I've been more open to it. So it's just nice. It's nice to see that like it's both ways, right? Like you said before. So yeah, it's been really good, and I think I have really good friends here, people that have become family as well. In such a short period of time. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think having Pipe and Abby did make such a big difference for us. Just having them to know that if we didn't understand something or needed help, for them being here has been really good. And yeah, I feel like obviously with, and I think we talked about this in the Latin retreat in October, was it?
Yeah.
About how like British relationships and social life works, and how Latins work in that way, and how it's more like it takes more time for Brits to be open to, oh yeah, I can be your friend. So I have now like my closest friends here from church are like girls that at the beginning I was like, they don't talk to me, they literally like don't even like hug me, like they don't want to like, you know, get into like a friendship with me, and now like are my closest friends, and I can say like family, like Diego said. So I think it's like that, it takes time, but then it makes it more beautiful because you know it's genuine. Like if it took time, it's because they really like you now. So it has been really, really good. Of course, it's like an effort of you too, because we came to a settled community here, and because the church is really like old, I'm gonna say like the actual church is like years and years, and you meet people and family here that have been coming for 30 years, 40 years, got married here, their kids went to like the primary, you know, all this like life that is already settled where everyone knows everyone. So we had to like come in, and of course it takes an effort of, you know, we're new, we're gonna stay just for a year, but if we want to be intentional in creating friendships, you obviously have to like throw yourself out there and be like, let's hang, let's, you know, pray for each other, or let's just do this. And so it's been really beautiful.
And I think the church also is open to other cultures as well. There's another congregation that is they call it Marathi. I'm not really sure where they are from. But it's people from India. We have some people from Iran. So it's been good also to see other cultures.
There's a few Colombians.
There's a few Colombians, people from Sri Lanka, Thailand. So it's been nice to see that. So when we came, of course, Pipe and Abby were already here. They knew Colombia. something about Colombia, but they were open to hear a bit more and trying to understand us in some way. Some people came to us saying like words in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, I love it. So what has been, thank you. What would you say has been some of the biggest challenges for you? What's been those moments where you're like, what am I doing here? Or like, come on, God, sort this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer first because it immediately came to me. I think just winter was really hard. I didn't expect it to be that like dark, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And because it was after Christmas, you get like this, in Colombia we say like tusa, when you're like, oh, I missed Christmas, I missed New Year's, and then
we call it the January blues.
January blues.
Yeah, and I feel like the routine of coming to the office every day, like that same daily routine really affected me. And some days were really, really slow. So I think some days of those like first months of the year, I was like, what am I doing here? Like, what am I doing here, God? Like, I don't, I started to question everything. And then I think that has been like the most challenging. And maybe when I first came, like learning to settle with the whole dynamic of how the church works, especially with the kids, because I came from like a totally different like way to work things with kids and how a Sunday even looked. So getting to like have my ideas out and learn to be like, oh, it doesn't work like this, or this is how it works. I think it was challenging the first couple of months. I think those two things were.
Can I just ask you, how did that change then? When you were saying, is it just because the days got lighter?
No.
Or did God speak to you?
Yeah. So I think, when was this? Maybe March? I was like, what am I doing here, God? And so I had like a bunch of letters from family and friends that I came with. And I was like, I need to read this again. And I think one of my friends from Colombia wrote like, some days are gonna feel really sad, but like be confident and that this is what the Lord called you to, and you're doing it. So I think just like finding joy even in those like Mondays that I come to the office, after Sunday where everything is a mess and, and being like, what am I doing here? Finding joy in, okay, what's going to be different today? Or what can I see differently that's going to bring me joy? Even when I feel like, like finding purpose in those daily life things. Because also the culture gets you to be like rush. So it's like, go to work, walk fast, you're late, la la la. So like being like able to stop and be like, okay, what am I doing here? In a good way. Not questioning anymore. So I think that really shifted my mindset.
That's good wisdom, thank you. And challenges?
Oh gosh, I think the church by itself has been a challenge. I didn't know what was an Anglican church, basically. And coming from like a more charismatic church was the challenge. Thinking of the worship and how at first the worship section was just 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'm used to like an hour, maybe an hour and a half of worship. And like some dynamics with the music part of the worship that I was really struggling with. And also when I tried to get into it and work with it, I found some barriers from the leadership here. Like, well, this is how we do things. So it's the part where, like, where do I come in to change and shift things, and when do I have to adapt a little to what they do here. So that was a real challenge for me. Because I wanted to change everything and turn the tables around and do crazy stuff.
I'm here and I'm gonna change it.
That was hard. And also, like, in my case, the relationships. People, it's funny because some people here say like, but you have never shown yourself like an introvert, or like you're always outgoing, or you're always smiling, saying hello, like, I'm not like that. Like that, my nature is just to be a little bit more shy, quiet. And at first I was like, I know I have to, and I know I have to get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But it was really hard. So some days I was having conversations the whole day, interactions with people, and then I was like, I'm so awkward. I don't know why I said this. I don't know why I did this. I should have done this. And I was like, what am I doing? So that was a real challenge for me.
Yeah. Do you
Sometimes
feel different now?
I do. I think
What do
again,
you
like
think's changed?
going back to that confidence part.
Yeah.
I think it was just God
Yeah.
giving me that strength while I was doing it, and also the church here gave me space to work around it.
Yeah.
So it was not like they identified, oh, this guy is shy, so let's make him do this.
No.
No, but they were like making me dress up and go on stage with a costume. In Christmas I was the Christingle, so I had the
Yes,
huge
I've seen
thing.
some videos
Yeah.
of you
I have
popping
them
up.
if you want them.
So, like all those little things, details and silly things,
Yeah.
gave me confidence, and I was like, I mean, even
good.
some things that I was thinking, it was like, okay, even if I embarrass myself, I'll be gone in a year. So,
That's true.
I've got a get out clause. Yeah.
but I was like, I want to make the most of it. Then
Yeah.
I don't want to go back and say like, oh,
I should have.
I should have done this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I tried to give my best, and yeah.
I love that. Yeah, you don't want to go home and think, yeah, I wish I'd done this a different way. Like, yeah, being in the present, but thinking, yeah, I want to live here where
Yeah.
God's put me.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Okay, so would you recommend doing kind of Stride to either people in the UK thinking about going on Stride or people from Latin America thinking about doing mission? Would you recommend something like this?
Yes. I think it opens your eyes to see like there's more in the world than just the things that you know already.
Yeah.
And it's just a good experience. You get, like, again, going back to relationships, you get people that will be there for you, and they're like family, but also like, you can see how the Holy Spirit moves in every denomination of the church in different ways, of course, but like in the core, because they have different thoughts or different ideas or different ways to do things. It's the same Spirit and it's the same God everywhere. So that's good. That's what brings us together, even though some people is from the UK and other people is from, I don't know, Latin America.
Yeah.
So it gives you also more grace with other people to understand, like, okay, they are doing this, maybe it's part of the culture, maybe it's something that we do have to work on, but you try to be more patient with some things that you don't like, and you will also shape your not your personality, but like your own ways to do things and to understand the world. So yeah.
Yeah, I say I will recommend it. I feel like just the experience of getting out of literally your comfort zone and getting to like experience things in the other side of the world. Either is you coming to Latin America or coming to the UK, going to Latin America. I think it's just literally trusting God, because I feel like this is our experience, but I feel like God work in us in different ways, even though we, came the same days to the office, work with the same people, have the same interactions. Just God always knows what's best for you and what he needs to like work in you more. So I feel like just being able and open to be like, yeah, I'll do it. It's a really, really good opportunity. And just like the memories you create from it, especially like being in our 20s and being like, when you have a family and you get more responsibilities in life, you end up being like, oh, I don't have time to do mission. But still, like just being able to say yes and doing it and getting out and just knowing yourself in a different part of the world with different people in a different language is so precious, and I think it has like shaped us for the rest of our lives, and it's something that we will never forget. And then I pray, like before I was coming here, I was just like, just a chance to tell my children like, oh, I lived in a year in London, you know, like that's just my life. Like it pushed me more to be like, yes, that's the story I want to tell when I'm older. So yeah.
Brilliant. So what would you say to a church in the UK who might be interested in receiving Latin American missionaries?
I'm gonna say do it. Change if you want to have fun staff meetings and fun ideas, and I feel like just change and bring something new. I think it happens when you're like in the same space, in your own life, in your own country. You sometimes forget like, oh, there's a world outside this, and just the input you can get from different people. It's amazing. And I think people really appreciate, you know, that feeling of someone that's not from here came, and, you know, it's helping and it's trying to like figure out the culture and enjoys it, and just that feeling of receiving too, being open to see what people can bring. So I would say yes, do it.
Yeah, like connected to what Lucia said, maybe it will bring more diversity, but in a good way. Sadly, like the word diversity is related to, you know, some things that we feel like are, God, I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, it will bring diversity to the church. Yeah. It will bring good input in terms of happiness, in terms of a change of not of the culture of the church, but like a little bit more flexibility. And I think what Lucia said is really good. I don't have any other things to say.
When you get back to your amazing sending church in Bogota, what things would you want to share with them? What from this experience do you see taking forwards and that can then impact the church back in Colombia as well?
I'm gonna start by saying the organization. I think it's just, I'm gonna say here is a little bit too much than what I'm used to, but I think it makes things more beautiful in a way and less chaotic, I'm gonna say, and people feel more seen and more heard, which is, I feel like it's part of the organization of knowing when to, how to, who's doing it, why. So I think I wanna share that with our church in Colombia. And I'm gonna say, because our church in Colombia is more focused on worship and media, here is the opposite. So it's kids and youth, which is totally okay. But just like I've learned so much about kids work and youth work and what goes behind them and all of that. So I think I want to bring that to be like, okay, what are we investing in, and how valuable it is to invest in future generations and the kids, and how beautiful and fulfilling that work is. And I feel like not only the church but the UK is really good at listening vulnerable people, at least in the experience that I've seen. Just moments where the vicar is like, oh, someone said to me that they felt the church was too cold, and only because of that person they will be like, what do we do to fix this? You know, in Colombia, our listener church is more like, oh, it's just one person that said that, or there's not even that like confidence or openness to be like, oh, how are you feeling at church? How are you doing? You know? So I think that's really beautiful. And the sense of community too, like refreshments. I don't know if every Anglican church, I guess so, have like refreshments, but just that coming to church and being like, oh, I don't have to pay for a coffee or, you know.
Yeah.
Someone will like greet me with a smile and be like, do you want milk? You know, biscuits, and people like happy to bring them in, even if it can be chaotic, but just people willing to share a coffee, and, you know, that the church like provides in a way. So I would love to bring that back.
Yeah, in terms of the church, I think the youth work, specifically because that's what I've been doing, it's something that I would like to bring to the church in Colombia, because there's basically no youth work. In the way, like, of course, we have youth groups, some people leading individual youth groups, but like they're not seen, like they don't have the importance that they should have. Sometimes the youth are a bit more forgotten than other parts in the church, and that's something that I realized being here, and that doesn't happen here. Then that when I come back to Colombia, I would love to say like, okay, this is what I've seen, this is how we did it, how can we bring a little bit of this to this church, how can we make the youth seen and an important part of the church, and also get them involved in the different things in the church, like worship, like welcoming, like get the youth involved and make them fall in love with Jesus. So I think that's the main thing that I would like to bring. And also like in the community here, I felt so welcome, as something that sometimes didn't happen in Colombia, and I would love to change that. Instead of just saying, oh, I miss what I've done, or I miss the people that I met. It's like, okay, so now how can I start something that feels that way? That was a challenge that I got from my beloved supervisor.
That's a really good challenge, to finish your time but think about not just missing things, but how can I bring that positive thing to here. Yes.
And also like in personal terms, I feel like we have been growing so much, we both grew so much, that I just want to serve in whatever way I can, to show, not to show people that growth exactly, but like to show Jesus with the things that I've learned. So if I can get involved with worship, or like with the youth again, or with whatever I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I think we're going to go on a little tour now. You're going to show us some stuff. Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you. That was awesome. You guys are amazing.
No, thank
so
you.
lovely. It's going to take 6 hours to download the interview.
Yeah.
But it's just...